so hopefully you guys read that as well.
Just to see if we'll put them back, no matter what they Guys, stick with me just a few more moments. We're about to start round 1 of Odyssey Racing League's GT Americas Season 9 here at Suzuka. Driver's briefing is just wrapping up right now, so just a couple moments, things will get underway, and qualifying will be started. So then just hang out.
Let me stay with you. In this you just one night. I don't know about your life, but tell me 'cause we still have time. I can't say I can't do, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. I think of you every moment. I can't say I can't do, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. There's nobody else. There's nobody else. There's nobody else. Let me stay with you. In this you just one night. I don't know about your life, but tell me 'cause we still have time. I can't say I can't do, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. I think of you every moment. I can't say I can't do, but do you feel the same, don't you? I think of you every moment. There's nobody else.
Everything getting harder to find. Everybody coming out of their mind. Everybody going out of their skin. See, we get to the end, but that's where we begin. We feel like mannequins and we breaking the mold. Breaking out and we breaking the codes. Similar to the jack who stole to the depths in your wet, so your drink explode. So get it out. Send your body to flight. Everybody got a target tonight. Everybody come along for the ride. All you studs and your duds and your ladies just fly. Grip the moment like you're gripping the earth. Feel the weight and you're feeling the girth. Now you get it, now you're feeling your worth. Fitness how you used to be when everything used to hurt. It goes. No time to rest. Just do your best. What you hear is not a test. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you go.
Eyes and feet shut tight for my sleepless nights. Feel it closing in. No hope in
All right, guys, we are live. Let's see who I can go ahead and jump on board with. Good old Paul Mariage. Gonna be the first one out. Here it's round 1 of Odyssey Racing League GT America Season 9. This sort of is round 2. We had some server difficulties last week. So weren't able to start things off the way we wanted to, so this will be our round 1. So we're on board with Paul Mariage right now, doing his outlap here in qualifying. Paul definitely going to be one of the racers to beat out here, so great person to hop on board here as we get ready to come into this hairpin. Suzuka, for those of you that don't know, this track is located in Japan. As you can tell by looking at it, it is a traditional circuit, not a street course. I guess that's GT3 never races on street course, so I don't know why I'm saying that. Yeah, it's kind of in the middle. It's not a super easy track, but there are some tough sections of it for sure. That corner in particular can make or break your lap. Right there. That throttle is tough to get on the throttle at the exit there without getting loose, and with such a long straight. You know, if you don't get the good exit, you're losing heaps of time. Heaps. Paul comes in here through the final chicane and gets ready to start his lap. Hammer down and away he goes. Getting great speed there. Great on the brakes right there. Shifting down right at this corner in particular is almost like a double apex. You almost have to play it like that. He does great there. Back on the throttle. Wow, I'm just in my head. I'm comparing this to my lap. I race in the rookie season, rookie division, and I can see why Paul is so much faster than I am. He's just so smooth through those S's. Cameron Castells, how's it going? Great to have you with us. Adrian Martin, how's it going? Back through the hairpin goes Paul. Back onto one of the long straights. Yeah, this track it's a lot of, you'll have a tough turn section and then a big straightaway. So, opportunities to overtake for sure, but it's tough to get it done as a lot of the time the car is on the knife's edge. Dex, how we doing, man? Great to see you. Great to see you. Paul comes through the end of Sector 3 right here. Let's see what he puts up for his first lap. See if he can slap it on pole with authority. Looking at the latest. Yeah, no, this is going to be a decent lap. That is for sure. It'll certainly be a respectable time. 2:01.1. That's respectable. I'm sure Paul's thinking he can do better. I personally know Paul can do better, but that'll be a good one. Good, nice banker, so to speak. Puts him in 4th position. Let's find someone else to go on board with. Let's see who's going around the track where. Who's about to start a lap. Andres Murillo. Oh, just started another lap. And that first lap actually shot him up to 2nd place, so that's great from him. Another thing for those of you just joining us, like my friend Dex here, So there's also there's basically 2 races in one here. So we've got a Pro-Am split going on. So I'm not sure why my timetable actually isn't showed up. Let's see if I can get that to pop up. But once I get this timetable popped up, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. That's interesting. It's not showing my HUD for some reason. But well, I figured that out. So we've got 2 races going on. So there's a Pro Division and an AM Division. As you might guess, all the Pro drivers are relatively same skill level, and all the AM drivers are relatively same skill level, with the Pro drivers obviously being a little bit faster. But there is, like, racecraft comes into play as well. You know, you may be fast, but if you're not a safe driver, you can't move up either. So we see these guys battling out on, and without my timetable, it's tough for me to tell. Here, I can switch to the other one. But so, like, Andres Murillo, who we're on board with right now, he's P6 overall, but is P2 in the AM division. Demler just took P1 from him in the AM division, and then Paul Mariage has taken P1 overall, as you can see. So you see on the list here, and I'll get this to pop up during the entire broadcast, but anyone with the white background is a pro, and the gray backgrounds are AMs. Now give me just 1 second while I mess with my settings here and try to get this pulled up for us. Oh, wow, comes back just in time as we see a big collision there. That is unfortunate. Here, I'm going to put us on autopilot for a second while I figure out these technical difficulties I'm experiencing. All right, sorry about that, guys. There we go. Now we got it up. So, as you can see, on the left-hand side of your screen, so like Paul Mariage, you see number 4 with the white background. He's a pro driver with that 2-minute, 2:35. And then our Andres Murillo in 7th place is going to be our amateur driver in pole position. So you can see, wow, actually a pretty big split. I mean, it looks like we've got 2 pro drivers. You have to put in a lap time, but it's good to see the majority of the AMs even within 2 seconds of, about half of the AMs within 2 seconds of pole. So that's a, you know, competition is getting closer. Good to see the quality of all the racers is moving up a little bit. Yeah, Thermo, it's still quali. Yep, we got 30 seconds left in quali, actually. Let's pop off. Let's see who we can go on with. Who's about to start one? 777. Nirik Pinkasov. That's who we're on board with now. We'll go... Not sure what camera I want to go with. Throw chase cam through this one. Oh, I gotta turn my auto off, I guess. So, there we go. I can remember all my cameras. Yeah, no, I like chase cam for this one. I'll show you the track. As he comes up this long straightaway into this left-hander. This is a tricky one. Depends on the car and how confident you are, but you'll see subtle tap on the brakes there. I usually just play it as a down lift and down, slight downshift, but everyone, once you're low on fuel, you can just take it flat out. And it comes into a big chicane there, so there's an opportunity to make an overtake coming to that chicane. Be on the lookout for that. Let's see, people still on a valid lap. Did he get across in time? It looks like he did. We'll jump on board with... Where'd he go? Car number 30. Cameron Castells, who I swear was in the chat. Oh, but he's invalidated his lap, so... Oh, no, we're just on board with him. I do believe he is the last valid lap. Currently sitting in P17. Oh! Looks like he did not get across in time. I'm going to throw up the intermission, guys. We'll be back in just a minute or two while the grid resets for the formation lap.
Now it's much harder to laugh, hard to get up and no work on my craft. I need inspiration, don't need no validation, no more medication, just try some meditating. I don't need you to save me, feel like all of you hate me. Everything's been so hard with all the situations lately. I just need to numb the pain for a minute. I just wanna run away on vacation. I don't know what else to say now. I just need to numb the pain. Oh, I just wanna numb the pain. I just wanna run away. I don't know what else to say now. I just need to numb the pain. Well, maybe I'm done, maybe I've lost. Still putting up a fight.
All right, guys, and here we go with our grid walk. Got 2.5 minutes to do this. Starting from the back, must be a penalty of some sorts. Got Luke Luzama in the Mercedes. Oh, the wrong page filled up. There we go. Got Adrian Vargas in P28 in the Ferrari. We've got Preston Lee in the Porsche in P27. Raymond Ryu in the Ferrari in P26. Joe Connolly in the Aston Martin in P25. And Gustavo Rodriguez in P24 in a Bentley. Lucia Tosi, the only female on the grid, in her Porsche in P23. Ian Luscombe representing the pink in every car, every race, sitting in P22. Joel Price in P21 in the Mercedes. David Courtwright in P20. Derek Anderson in P19. That's interesting. I would have expected him to be a little bit further up the grid. Cooper Tung, gotta ask you how to pronounce your name. Tung Tokwigane? Sorry about that. In P18. Granite Gobbler in P17. Cameron Castells in P16. Robbie Sorta Asian in P15. Richard Harkenet in P14. Narek Pinkasov in P13. Drew Jensen in P12. Ian Demler up in P11. It's pretty good for him from an AM. Got a couple more. Rowdy Burns, also an AM, up in P10. Bonus Charles in P9. Andres Murillo topping out the AMs in P8. Dean Solomon, P7. Cryo in P6. Steve Sloan, P5. Durasso in P4. Clayton, there's your boy Clayton, in P3. And on the front row, we've got Justin Turek and Paul Mariage. And formational lap about to start. Except my game won't let me post the chat. There we go. All right, that won't ever happen again. I figured out something new every day. But here we are, underway. Let's get a good angle as we watch the boys run through the grid. Oh, helly. Paul will get to set the pace. Right now, they just have to line up in single file. Let's see, track temperatures. Unfortunately, I haven't paid much attention, so I don't know if it's warmer or colder than it was yesterday when I was racing in the GT rookies. But it was not overly difficult to warm the tires up, but it was you couldn't get it. Took a little extra half lap, I would say. And that's what they'll all be trying to do. Just heat up the tires and brakes. And get ready for that launch in turn one. Nice thing about this track, we're not super crazy turn one. Obviously, turn one's going to be crazy. You got 30 cars on the grid. But, yeah, overall, it's nothing like Monza, straight away into a bottleneck chicane. But it is, there'll be someone, I'm sure, struggling with tires. I look for, again, it's a high speeder, so the slightest bit of contact could send someone spinning. Thankfully, there's quite a bit of runoff there, so we should have room there. Man, you really do need like 3 monitors to do this. I gotta get another monitor. Holy smokes. Alright, let's take a look and see. Yep, so Raymond Ryu, Preston Lee, And Adrian Vargas, it looks like I'll have to start from pits, or maybe they didn't hit drive in time. That did happen to me earlier this week. As the boys are entering Sector 3, we are getting ready to begin round 1 of Season 9 Odyssey Racing League here at Suzuka. We should be getting the hurry up and to double file any second now. There it is, right on schedule. And so you've got Paul Mariage in the Audi on the right, and Justin Turek on the left in that Porsche. And behind them, Clayton Filslinger and Darasso in the Carby. Let's see, I think, let's try Helicam back here. No, that's going to be too far. I think Darasso is going to give us the best action on the front runners as they come around the final bend. And we are about to go racing here at Suzuka. And there it is, folks. The green flag is waving, and we are racing. Jump up a little further to Paul Mariage with a clean entrance into turn 1. Great start. Gets the jump on Justin Turek and really just doesn't look back. Let's go back further, make sure nothing's going on. Looks like we're pretty clean all throughout the... Yeah, looks like everybody got through just fine. Jump back on out front with these guys. Very clean, respectable racing so far. Oh, we've got a car in the pit still. Ryu with a stop and go 30 already. Wondering what happened there. Let's see. Let's pull it up. It should pull it up. Be watching. This got flagged as an accident. Oh, there it is. Little rear end. Nothing too major. Both cars okay. Still in the race. As long as everyone rejoined okay. We jump back up front with our leaders. Let's get a better camera view. Paul leading. You've got Justin Turek still in second place. Clayton in third, Don Darasso. So the top 4, 5, I think 6, no one's changed. Let's go to positions gained. Cryo moved up 1. So Steve Sloan and Cryo have swapped places. Big winners off the start. Gustavo Rodriguez moved up 7 places to P19. Adrian Vargas and Luke Lizama have both moved up spots. And Luke must have started from the back of the grid, had a qualification ban or something. Or just didn't get a lap in. Ryu, it looks like, never took off. Demler in the pits already. Wondering what happened to him. Let's go back up with the leaders. Turek now on the tail of Paul. Paul had some breathing room. I wonder what happened. Turek getting side by side now. Has to back out of it there. You can't go for it there, that's for sure. That corner's too high speed. And this fighting is allowing Clayton to get back in the action as well. Shout out to my girl Lexi Peckins. What's up, babe? Let's move up and down, look up in the grid. Bonus Charles got some action going on. Let's see if I can hop on board with him. trying to make a move on Murillo. That's an AM driver, so they aren't even, I mean, they are racing for position here, but they aren't necessarily racing against each other. Murillo could let Charles by, and he still wins his division, but he's got Burns right behind him, so if he does that, you know, it opens the door for Burns. And Pinkasov, not too far behind either, so grid's pretty nicely compact, except for, unfortunately, Demler quite a ways behind. And it looks like, one of these, show me more. Oh, I gotta hit. Can't get further down on the grid. Other guys, unfortunately. Another thing, for those of you that don't know and may just be joining us, there is a mandatory pit stop. Tires are not mandatory. The only thing that is that you do need to take a splash of fuel. As you see, I think that was Burns making a move on Charles? So bad. Ooh. Looks like one of the Audis might have got a little squirrely. Opens up the door for Murillo to shoot up another position. Let's go on board with him. He's having a great race. Let's go actually on board. Give you an idea what it looks like from their perspective. Ooh, a little squirrely on the exit there. See, that's that I was talking about that. It's just that corner's in the shade, so it's a little bit colder there, and it slopes away from the corner. Dean Solomon staying right on Murillo. Let's get a better angle so we can see if he makes an attack here. Actually, we'll just follow Helly. We've got some tight action. There we go. So Dean Solomon, pro driver, trying to fend off Burns. Also wants to get that spot back from Murillo. Murillo putting in an amazing opening stint here. In P7, P1 of the AMs, and he and Burns are, I believe, a couple seconds clear of, let's see, the next, Pinkasov is the next. No, they're only about a second and a half clear. See if we can get some more action. Let's check up on the leaders, see how we're doing up here. Justin Turek, I believe, has just, put in the fastest lap. Could that be into response? It did look like when I popped on board with them here, the gap was a good bit, the gap had increased a little bit. 7/10. So that might have been Justin Turek just trying to, hey, got to stick with him. Hope he makes a mistake. I'm not really sure. No one, I mean, especially with these guys at this high of a skill level, no one's going to be really thinking, I'm going to take it in the opening stint here. Ooh, as you see, Paul Mariage getting a little squirrely on that exit there. How squirrely? Doesn't look like Turek is pulling too much closer. Have to wait for the timetables. Oh, he gained a 10th down that straight there. Preston Lee with a drive-through penalty. That's unfortunate for him. DeRosso hanging with these guys in the distance back there. That's good to see. Let's find something else to show you guys. Oh. We've got someone spun out there. Pinkasov able to resume the race safely. Not sure entirely what happened. This might hit me with it. Yes, it will. Just gets a one wheel, dipped into that grass right there, and spun around. Didn't hit the wall, so that's unfortunate for him, but no damage there, so he can get back in the race and still have a strong race. Vargas, it looks like, is down to, yeah, got to be about to make a move. Let me find him. I gotta not go by name, no, go by number. 669. There he is. Vargas trying to make a move on Connolly. This will be a good battle here for sure. Connolly not uploading his livery properly. That's unfortunate. But he is. I mean, he's holding him at bay. They've got Luz come behind them. There's Pinkasov. I would think he's got a bit more pace than these guys, as he was a good deal ahead of them before he spun out, so he should be looking to get back ahead of these guys, but we'll wait and see. And as we look down to look up and down, be bored. Sloan, nope. Trying to find some good action to show you guys, but it's not looking like. Oh, that's the difference on their last lap. I'm also learning how ACC TV looks. I thought that was the difference to the car ahead. Which also, for you, those of you that don't know, the times that are listed next to the names, that's going to be the difference to the car ahead. So, like we're watching Vargas right now. He's 0.499 behind Connolly, so half a second. That's kind of what I'm using to pick out who to hop on board with. As I see Cameron Castells has his down to, it was down to 3,000ths at one point. Certainly trying to make a move. Let's see if we can get something done here. Oh, commentator curse. Oh no, I popped on just after the move. I missed it. Sorry guys. Try to make sure to get the next one. Oh, Burns. Burns on Solomon. So he's been sticking with Solomon this whole time. Murillo's still up there in 7th place as well. That's a great race from him so far. Coming down the straight, not quite close enough to get that slipstream advantage, unfortunately. Let's see. See there, that was just a slight lift. I don't think he used the brakes at all. Definitely made a little bit of time up there. Slows it down nicely. This could be... Ooh, Solomon good on the throttle there. Pop down to P20. I think Pinkasov is about to make a move. Oh! Oh, no, that's the wrong car. Come on. That's the wrong car. Let's Come just made a move on Vargas. We are now on board with, as you see Pinkasov in the back there, trying to find, look at him trying to poke that car in there. Not going to be able to get it done here through the S's. Next opportunity, not really going to be until the hairpin unless he gets on the throttle really good right now. But, or no, I'm sorry, it's going to be the next left-hander. So they're going once it comes back uphill. So here, he might have a good, but it's also going to require a bit of a mistake from Vargas there. There's that hairpin. Does he carry the speed through? Nope. We got some great defending from Vargas. I mean, he's not really having to do much to defend. Just he's got the pace to keep him at bay so far. Let's take a look, see if we can get anybody else. Granite Gobbler looks like he's maybe about to make a move. You see him there in the Lamborghini, hunting down the Mercedes of Robbie Sorta Asian. Nice little group of cars here. We got this actually section. You got P7 AM driver, P8 pro driver, P9 AM driver, P10 pro driver, P11 AM driver, P12 pro driver, P13 AM driver, P14 pro driver. So you've got them going every other for 1, 2, like five positions there. That's shows you the AMs. Either the AMs are getting better, or the rookies are having, or the pros are having an off day. I like to think it's the AMs are getting faster. Oh, as you see, getting close there, but that's not a part of the track you can really make a move on. So far for penalties, while we're watching these guys, it looks like we've got a stop and go for number 57, if I can figure out who that is. Nope. Yep. Stop and go for 57, Raymond Ryu. And a drive-through for Preston Lee. And again, I just can't seem to catch a pass. Let's check in on our leaders. Ooh! Ooh! As we see Turk trying to get alongside into the final chicane. Oh! Oh, here we go, folks. Into the home stretch here. Turk getting the exit around the outside. You don't see that very often. Paul Mariage is going to be gutted as he tucks in behind. Clayton Filsinger trying to get in on the action as well in that Aston Martin. Great battle going on between these three right now. As Turek, it looks like is gonna, yep, that, I mean, we're gonna call that a clean overtake at this point. He's made the pass successfully. It's now his job to defend. As we're coming up on 20 minutes into the race, still 40 minutes to go. Finally able to catch a great overtake, and it was for the lead, so thank God that was the one I was able to get. Oh no, Demler, your game crashed. Yeah, you had a great qualifying. That is unfortunate to see. They're here. I'm so sorry to hear that. There's a couple of Schreibets in here. Not the whole squad, but definitely a couple of them. Chaz, great to see you. Great to see you. You're right. I am very happy because it is a great day for racing. Getting some great action as well. It crashed twice. Oh my gosh, gutted. Absolutely gutted. Let's see if I can get Drew Jensen before he makes his attack. Oh, double move there. Oh, we've got some tight action. We need to go helicam here. As we see Drew Jensen trying to find a way around Cameron Castells, who is trying to get around Granite Gobbler. Seems like I keep jumping to people right after they make the pass, or when I do, they don't make the pass, but... Oh! Just a yellow flat, or a bit of a yellow there, but it looks like he's alright. Go back to these boys here. Another thing to remind you guys about, we've got a photo contest going on. I probably should have pulled up the information on said photo contest before I brought it up, so give me 1 second to find that. But yeah, we've got a photo contest going on. I'll say that much. All right, here we go. Photos must be from ORL race or have ORL logos visible on the livery. You can only post one photo at a time, but you just post them to the photos channel. And then react with your own green flag emote to start the voting. Top 5 photos with the most reaction will go into a final vote on both Discord and Instagram to see which ones get the most likes. The winner will get 500 virtual high fives, which is, you know, who doesn't want 500 virtual high fives, as well as their photo used in the ORL Discord banner. Yeah, you gotta make sure you're using that ORL livery you guys all have, and you know, whether you're racing with us or racing without us, anything. That way you can have all the awesome photos, man. DeRosso getting a Steam notification. It looks like he's all right though. Let's check on board with the leaders. Justin Turek. Has he built the gap? He has built a bit of a gap. It's this one? Yeah, look at that. 1.5 seconds now. So Justin Turek biding his time. Maybe he was saving his tires. Paul maybe struggling even. As we see Clayton Filsinger trying to get around him now. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Let's see what this is. Oh, bit of a spin from 66. That's Richard. Richard, no! Richard tumbling down the order. He's going to be absolutely... Oh, my gosh, and we come back. That's going to... Oh, man. And Turek is just running away with it at this point, as I'm not sure what's going on with Mariage and Filsinger as I jump to it just to... Actually, I probably cut back. And let's see here. Looks like there's actually 2 incidents maybe between these two. No. So he's just on him. He was trying to cut to the inside. And Paul shut the door on him. That's unfortunate. That is unfortunate. The stewards will definitely be having a look at that one. Oh, and we see DeRosso. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's go back and get that one. Oh, unfortunately, he saw the opportunity, wanted to take it. As Clayton comes into the pits. Cryos moves up around DeRosso. Looking down the grid. Let's see if anybody's getting ready for a move. Oh, Castells was getting ready for a move till he went off there. Let's see what this is. Oh, we'll have to go to the first accident, I think. Yep, so we had that from Ryu. That's unfortunate. Stewards are... There's a quiet race for them for a while, but wow. Oh, I think that's Preston Lee in the Porsche there. Quiet race for the stewards for the first half, but they've got some work to do now. Let's check out Justin Turek, as you see. Looks like him running away with it, because, yep, there's Paul now just coming around the corner. So he's got 5, almost 6 second gap to Paul now. Let's check on board with Andres Murillo, our AM driver, or AM leader currently. Sorry. Which one is the camera I want? There we go. He's moved up another place to P6 now. He's doing fantastic. Drew Jensen, it looks like, got a drive-through penalty. That's likely for one of the incidents we just saw. Dang Tank, how we doing? Tony. It's pronounced Tony. Awesome. Okay. Awesome, Tony. Oh, that's why you guys are always saying Tony. I was like, I don't see anybody named Tony. That makes sense. Okay. That's why you guys are always saying Tony. Or you know. But yeah, as I was saying, Andres Murillo having an amazing race. He's, you know, P1 for the AMs, P6 overall. So showing he's got great pace, great racecraft. Keeping it within 2 seconds is Sloan as we get... Oh no, Clayton with the 15-second penalty. Let me see if I can get that. Clayton 88. I can't tell who 88 is. Justin Turek. Oh no! Oh, okay. He keeps it. He was just trying to go around a blue flag. Got a little excited there when I saw accident. Sorry about that, guys. We see. Go on board with. That's Clayton, right? No, Clayton's right there in the red and blue Aston. He's being pursued by Joe Connolly. I was just flashing him for a second there. Yep, that's Connolly. So there it is. Yep, the timing tape just hadn't updated. So it looks like Connolly, I must have just cut to it right at the wrong time, and I'm assuming Clayton overtook Connolly, actually. That's what happened. Let's give you an update on positions gained as we enter the halfway point. Connolly up 13 positions. Vargas up 15 positions. Joel Price up 13 positions. And our big losers, you've got Clayton, unfortunately, going down 9 positions. Cameron Castells with 6, and Pinkastov with 7. Going to be our 3 biggest losers. Let's take a look here. Now, another thing for you guys that don't know. You see in between the numbers and the timetable there, you'll see like little boxes with orange or gold color or a green, depending on whose box it is. And if it's orange, it'll have a 1 in it. So that's, if it's orange and has the 1, that indicates they still have 1 required pit stop to make. And if it's green, they have made their pit. So I'm assuming that's probably where Clayton lost a lot of those 9 positions. But unfortunately, he's still got a 15-second penalty to serve. So you need wait that out to the end of the race and try to eke out a gap or pull into the pits. But most of the cars behind him have already pitted. It's actually it's funny looking at that. I guess I can't see all the way down. Oh, I could if I went down here. Yeah. So basically the bottom half of the grid, with the exception of a couple, have made their pit stops, and then the top half of the grid all still have to pit. Let's see who we can hop on board with and get some action. Nothing really going on right now, so we'll throw it on autopilot. Tokini. Okay, Tokini. Yeah, the announcing's pretty fun, Dank. You know, a lot of... I love hearing myself talk, so I certainly never get tired of that. Talk to myself often. But, it's just fun hanging out, watching great racing, chatting with great people. Never a dull moment, that's for sure, as we see that Bentley getting awfully close. Who is that? That is Rodriguez. Let me try and hop on board with him. Let's go dash and see if he can make the pass. Oh, look at that. I think that's the first right-hand drive I've been on board in. Oh, getting really close here. It's going to come down to this exit, but he gets a little squirrely through there. Good exit. Oh, bonus, getting a little squirrely on the exit. Rodriguez definitely hunting him down. Is he going to be able to get it before they get to the corner? They're going side by side as we go into Helicam. Keeping it side by side, coming into the chicane. Oh, this is intense, folks. You don't want to get it wrong here. There's a curb, a clipping. Bonus, trying to fight him, having to back out of it. That's a great move by Rodriguez as he moves up into P17. Or no, actually, that'll be P16 once it updates. Or P15, I'm sorry. Up into P15. And it looks like we might be able to hop on board with... I think I just missed it. Nope, I clicked the wrong guy. Nope, I must have just missed it. Yeah, I just missed it. Clayton making another overtake on Robbie Sorta Asian. Moving his way back up. Again, he's got that 15-second penalty to think about, but... 30 seconds left, or 30 minutes left in the race, I'm sorry. It's a thought in your mind, but it's still, you're thinking, I got some time to... You definitely prefer that to be a 5-10 seconder, but you've got some time. Again, nobody ahead of him has pitted, so that's going to work out in his favor as well. I'm not sure what the pit stop is here, but... it's, you know, most tracks are anywhere from 25 to 40-ish seconds. With, you know, the exceptional outliers of really long ones like Spa. So we'll definitely be able to get a nice cushion when they all come into the pits. As something has happened, as Justin Turek, oh, he's just making his pit stop. He's in the pits for awfully long. I wonder if he's repairing damage or maybe he's fueling up. Maybe he goes half and half. With that, Paul Mariage is now up into P1 again. Interesting to see how that turns out at the end of the race here. Hell yeah, Dank. I love you too. Great to have you here. You know, always fun hanging out with you. Let's see if I can get a pass on his name I learned to pronounce. Cooper Tokini. Trying to make a pass on Preston Lee, who has a drive-through penalty and still has to pit. So, I mean, he's not... This pass, I wouldn't go for it unless it's going to be safe. That's for, you know, unless you can know and you make it safely. Not saying that either driver is a reckless driver, just... risk versus reward, you know? He's got nothing to risk there, really, you know? Or he's going to get the pass given to him eventually. Not a lot of accidents, except for that one... stretch of 5 to 10 minutes. Oh, as both of them get a little squirrely. It's funny how that can happen too when you're gaining on the car ahead of you. I'm guilty of this all the time. You'll be gaining on the car ahead of you and you almost get tunnel vision and you stop taking your line and start taking their line. And a lot of it's because you're trying to stay in that slipstream, but you know, you get that tunnel vision and stop taking your line, and then they make a mistake, and then you make the same mistake, but it looks like it doesn't happen there as Toki Neeg is able to get, side by side. Oh, and a little collision there. I don't know about that one. That's another one for the stewards definitely going to be having a look at. Keep an eye out for Tokini or Preston Lee to get a penalty. Something pops up there, we know that's what that's from. That will be unfortunate. see what's going on. Durasso up into P1. Paul Mariage made a pit stop. Okay, so we saw Turek come into the pits and also went to pit. So Paul Mariage is now... I'm going to click on him and double check this before I jinx it. Yep, so he is ahead of Justin Turek. And they have both pitted, so... he's a couple positions ahead as well, actually. Turek is in P8. It looks like 12, 17, or 12, 15... About 15 seconds behind him. 17 seconds behind him, even. Rosso up into P1, current race leader. Still has yet to pit. He's got Sloan, 2.5 seconds behind him. Dean Solomon, 4.5 seconds behind him. All three of them have yet to pit. Most of the grid has pitted now. I always get it a little too late. As we see, was there an accident? Nope. There is a yellow flag, though. Is that what is this what happened? So here we have Richard coming out of the pits. I think is who that is, right? I don't know what that yellow flag was for. Andres Murillo up into 6th place. Let's go. A fantastic drive from the AM. Justin Turek has moved up a position as well, now into P7. Justin Turek giving a flash to Murillo. That'll be interesting to see as he's been showing great pace. He might not know Justin Turek is trying to get up there and win this race overall. I mean, he doesn't have to get out of the way either. Good courtesy to do. Oh, but he does. He's got no pressure behind him, so that's great racecraft, great sportsmanship to see. Let's Turek on by to go pursue Mariage. See if I can find an overtake coming up. We see Richard Harknett trying to catch up to Joel Price here. Granite Gobbler just giving a drive through. Ian Luscombe just giving a drive through. And there, yep, Preston Lee got a stop and go 30, and he already had that drive through. So it sounded, let's double check it. Tokini, no penalty. So it looks like the stewards have determined Preston Lee was at fault for that. Jump up with the leader real quick. Durasso. Sloan's gap has gone down to 1.8 seconds, so he's gained about a second on him. Cryo. Man, which one of these timing tables is behind for me? Here we go. We'll go on board. Here with Steve Sloan trying to get around. I'm actually not sure who that is, as I believe that's that's definitely a blue flagged car. And he's whittling that gap down to Durasso. Let's see. Let's jump down here as we've got, must have just slightly gone off the track as it was giving me a warning there. But looking like, so Preston Lee, Drew Jensen, Durasso, Sloan, and Solomon are the only drivers yet to pit as we enter the 20-minute left mark here in round 1. Trying to hunt down and make sure I get someone making a pass for you guys. Zozo says no, he had a D drive-through, but he served it. You're talking about Preston Lee, right? Yeah, that's what I mean. So the stop and go, I'm assuming, was a result of that collision. Unfortunately, Ligma is not racing tonight. There will be no appearance from the Ligma racing team. That is definitely going to be what my racing team will be named going forward, though. Let's see. Clayton getting close. Let's jump on board with him. Clayton, he's got that 15-second penalty, but when he first got it, he was all the way down in like P10, 11 guys, so he's having a drive. He's getting up there. As it stands, I mean, he's got 13 seconds to Turek behind him, so right now he's only, and Murillo is 6 seconds behind Turek, so he's only losing 1 position. And, you know, he's only got 2 seconds to gain if he can get around Paul. You know, all kinds of things could happen. Maybe he gets around Paul, but Turek can't. Those guys, and, you know, that's the other thing. Turek will most likely catch up to Paul. Just based off strategies and, you know, the fact that those were looking like the two that were going to be battling it out. So that could slow him up as well. As we see Clayton pull off to the left here, coming in turn 1, going to try and take the outside line. Good on the brakes there. Good, respectful driving from both racers. Unable to make the move, but he's staying right with him, waiting for a chance to poke his nose in. Keep it right here. Let's go on board. Get it from Clayton's perspective. Man, that corner in particular is really scary when you're following someone this closely, as you're not. Everybody takes that one a little bit differently. The high speeders, I find, that are like, you might brake, you might not brake. As you see Paul get defensive and cover off the inside, not giving it to Clayton. Making Clayton have to really work to get around him. Durasso made his pit stop, came back out ahead of Turek, but behind Clayton. So that'll be interesting as well. We'll stay on board here, though, as this will definitely look. I mean, Turek is right on Durasso's butt too, but so it'll be interesting to see who gets the move done first. With 16 minutes left in the race too, he's starting to run out of time if he wants to get back up there, or back up here and challenge these guys. It's looking like the battle could be between Paul and Clayton for the win. Here we see Clayton go to the outside again. Paul earlier on the brakes. Oh, Clayton a little too wide there. Carries the speed nicely through there, though. And here we are through the S's again. Now this part's really You just wanna go on get on the hammer after every one of these corners, but you really can't because I mean you got another corner, you're gonna end up coming in too hot. And then even this one, waiting down. Let's see if we can get anything up. Boom. Where's he at? Richard. Trying to get something on Robbie here. In the final 25% of this race. Coming into turn 1. Not going to be close enough to get it done there, unfortunately. And again, we go back through the S's. No real passing opportunity until that hairpin. Doing a great job of sticking with him, though. That's helmet cam. Wow, there is a helmet cam. I didn't even know that. That's cool. This is the helmet cam. I wish it shook around and stuff, like their head does, but kind of neat. Actually, let's get it from Robbie's wing. As they come in. Looks like Richard's not close enough. He's gonna gain some time there. Good on the exit. Robbie also good on the exit there, though. Clean getaway there. Let's jump back up with Clayton and Turek. Don't want that cam, though. Ooh, and it looks like accident. 88. Here we go. Maybe I didn't catch it in time. I don't think I caught it in time. Oh, little love tap there from Turek on one of the blue flag cars. But it looks like a mistake must have been made because Clayton. Oh, no, that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot the battle was between these two, Clayton and Paul. We're waiting to see if Turek catches up. Scatterbrain. Clayton staying right on Paul. This looks to be the fun battle to watch for right now. Richard still half a second behind Robbie. All the other gaps well over a second. Got Dean Solomon ahead of that car ahead of them, but he has yet to pit. Or no, actually, that's the Luscombe in that pink car ahead of him. Dean Solomon is the leader of the race. He is up here in the Audi R8, but he has yet to pit. So expect him, I think, to come out somewhere 5th or 6th position. Oh, and of course we had a yellow flag incident. What happened? Nope, nothing even happened. But Clayton able to get the move on Paul. Of course, the second I move away, unable to run it back. Wait, maybe I can. 30 seconds. Hey, look at me learning. So Luscombe peeled off. But Clayton just stayed right in there. That's tenacity right there. That's a honey badger right there. You love to see that. Luscombe pulls off to let Paul around, and Clayton says, "I'll take that very much, thank you." And so now he's still got that 15-second penalty. I'm gonna assume he's not pitting to serve it at this point. So he's just trying to build a 15-second gap. You know, to whoever behind him. He's got just over 11 minutes left in the race. So that's going to be 5 or so laps left. Let's see what he can do. Richard's still keeping with Robbie, but falling back slightly. Gaps now down to back up to 7/10. Drew Jensen also yet to pit. Oh, that's right. Dean pretty much always pits on the last lap. I'm forgetting that. That's like his go-to strategy. Paul, yeah, no, Paul Sam, making Clayton his bitch, and then he goes, I'm a Clayton ride or die. Clayton's killing it. Clayton, I mean, look at Clayton. He's digging out that gap now up to 1.3 seconds. He's got the hammer down. This is exciting to watch.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hey, Nate. So, I usually wouldn't drop in, but what Justin is doing right now is like special. He's lapping 2.5 seconds faster than anybody else in the field, and he's gonna end up catching Paul for the lead at this race.
Oh yeah, Turek. Yeah, I've been.
And he was
waiting
like
for
20
that.
seconds behind like 5 minutes ago. Like this is like
yeah.
some of the best driving I've ever seen.
Let's go on board with
Okay,
him.
have fun.
Yeah, so that was Abdul, good friend of mine. But yeah, as he's saying, Turek putting in the laps. I was like I was saying before, it's gonna be, you know, it was interesting to see. I knew it was gonna be coming down to him and Paul. For the race, as he's now, you know, it was like he was saying not too long ago, up to 20 seconds. Now it's down to just under 5, I think. And Paul really seems to be struggling as well. Not sure if he's got damage, or I've heard from DeRosso the Audi traction control is just not the best, so maybe he's worn his tires. But Paul definitely seems to be struggling and tumbling down. Yeah, Clayton's gained another second already on Paul. Let's see if I can figure out predictions. I don't know how that works. I'll have to watch a video on how to use predictions. Let's see if we got any action going on anywhere. Oh, Richard. Getting close to Robbie. Getting real close to Robbie. Oh, getting too close to Robbie, Richard. Oh, no, another one for the stewards. Commentator's curse. I'm sorry, buddy. Well, let's see if Turek can see Paul yet. He can see him in the distance, so he knows what he's hunting for. Oh no, yeah, nope. Is that Paul? Pretty sure that's Paul. Yep, that's definitely Paul. It looked like it might have been Solomon's R8, but that is in fact Paul. Clayton up to almost 3 seconds now on Paul, so he's got some ways to go for that 15 seconds, but right now, let's see, 5 seconds there. If he keeps up this pace, he'll be able to clear DeRosso. So he should fall back to 4th place. Of course, again, remember, Dean's going to have to pit, so Clayton will be in P1, so Clayton's trying to pull a podium out. With that 15-second penalty, and I believe there was a bit of an accident he had an accident at one point in time. Turek's got the gap to 2 seconds. So he's not gaining as much time as he did last time. No, that's still like a second and a half. Ooh, getting a little squirrely there. Getting a little squirrely there from Justin Turek. Andres Murillo, still your AM leader in P7 right now. Rowdy Burns, P2 for the AMs, P9 overall. As Justin Turek is just putting in the work. The gap now down to 1.6 seconds, folks. We've got just under 6 minutes left, so that's going to equate to maybe 3 laps left to go. With Paul trying to hold off Justin Turek, but Justin Turek has been on an absolute rampage. He only, there's only four or so cars he had to get around, but it was, I believe, a greater than 20-second difference to catch back up. And I want to say he also had a collision, but I'm not 100% positive. You see Paul getting a little squirrely, struggling in that R8 up there. The gap is now less than a second. Paul's going to have to get very defensive, folks. With 5 minutes to go. As we see him throttle all the way down. Slamming on the brakes, trying to carry the speed here. Maybe shaving off a little too much there. But getting a great exit. Oh, and there's an accident. We're going to cut to this. So we see that's Connolly on the left in the Aston. Unsure who that is in the Lambo. Oh, no. Not, wow, that's unfortunate. Sloppy racing. Looks like another accident happened after that, but the accident's right here, so we're going to stay right here as we watch these two battle it out for the race win. Quietly, though, Clayton might do it. No, I'm sorry. No, Clayton, the gap's only up to 4.5. He's not going to be able to do it. He's whittling that gap down to Solomon, but he is clear of DeRosso, however, so as things stand, Clayton would be able to get a podium. Yes, Chad, I'm just getting caught up here. Yeah, Turek on an absolute rampage. Oscar is the GOAT. Not quite as goated as Turek in this race, though. As you see him, oh, could this be? They get alongside. This could be the pass for the race win right here, folks. As Turek, it looks like he gets it. Yep, he shuts the door on Paul. And that could be all she wrote. We'll see if Paul's able to battle back. Turek with a great exit there. I don't want to count Paul out, but I don't think he has it today. Turek is just putting an absolute legendary performance. See, looking for Richard Harknett with the drive-through penalty from that collision we witnessed earlier on Robbie Sorta Asian. So he'll have to serve that. That's going to be absolutely... I mean, he's going to be pitted after that. Turek building that gap. I think he's got it. I think he's got it. Clayton's got that gap above 5 seconds, but he, with 2 minutes left, they're going to have this lap and maybe one more left in the race, so he's not going to be able to get 15 seconds on them. But it does look like Clayton is going to be able to get P3. Dean Solomon is in the pits. He's now out of the pits and in P6, I believe. Let's cut to him. As you see, I believe that's Murillo going around him, trying to go around him. Love to see an AM battling with a pro at this late stage in the race. And again, not really battling for anything, but, I mean, they are. I mean, there's bragging rights on the line, there's points on the line, and, pride. You know, most of all, racers are very prideful beings, I would say. Solomon doing a good job at defending, though. Turek's gotten his gap to above 1 second. Anybody else getting close? Ian Luscombe all over the back of Connolly here. And this is for position. Oh, not sure what happened there. Wow. Wow. I don't know if he just zoned out and forgot to turn. That's unfortunate, as he was all over him and dipped it into the grass. But Connolly goes wide there and kind of gives him a gift. So we actually see... Oh, one more. Nope. There were 2 cars behind him. Let's go back to Connolly. See. Luscombe. Looks like he's slipping back now. Pinkasov all over the back of Robbie Sorta Asian here on the final lap. Make sure I get the... Yep, so here are your leader, Clayton, technically leader, on his final lap. So we'll cut back to Pinkasov trying to get all over Robbie. Oh man, this is big here. He's got the slipstream. Is it going to be enough? Robbie defending, making him work for it. This could be a... Oh, nope, respectful racing there. Backs out of it. Robbie. Oh, man. Oh, man, we need heli. We need heli here as they come into the chicane. Woo, baby. And there is a lovely move from Pinkasov on Robbie Sorta Asian, moving up into P13 right as they start the final lap. And you've got, let's see, our leader just about to start Sector 3 here. Looking for anybody else trying to make some late moves. Thinking Murillo maybe might make one on Solomon, but, you know, he might not want to risk being the AM winner for the night. So we hop on board with Clayton to cross it. About to cross the finish line here of Odyssey Racing League Season 9, Round 1 of Suzuka. Keep in mind, he does have that 15-second penalty, so your race winner will be Justin Turek with an absolutely legendary drive, folks. What a performance from this man. I'll be sure to pull him into the chat, see if we can get some word, or see if I can pull him into the chat and hear from him after the race. I'll try to get some words from Clayton as well. Yeah, go ahead and comment if there's anyone else you think you'd like to hear from. As we watch, looking for anybody trying to whip. Oh, and I missed it. I missed it. We had an accident. We had an accident. Oh, that's just crowds going, never mind. Those are just people finishing their race. The race is over, guys. I'm going to pop up the intermission screen and give me just a moment while I try and get some people in here for interviews. Oh, good thing I didn't do that yet, as we've got a couple people out here still running around, it looks like. Oh, yeah, these guys are a lap down, though. There's Richard. So, yeah, I'll pop up the intermission screen and be right back with interviews.
Standing on the edge of a cliff, realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragon.
Justin. How's it going? How's it?
I'm doing great.
Man, that was a killer drive, huh? What a win for you. I mean,
Dude, what a battle with Paul. It was great. The first 20 minutes was probably the cleanest racing I've seen in a long time.
yeah, that opening stint was awesome. But I was talking with the viewers here, telling them like, no, especially at their skill level, no, these guys aren't trying to make anything happen in the beginning part of the race. It's going to come down to the pits and later on. And oh my gosh, I think did you have a little bit of an accident or anything, or was that just the pit stop that dropped you
So
down?
that was the pit stop because I had taken tires. I think that's what saved
That's
the win for me.
okay. Yeah, that's because I saw you go into the pits and I was like, he's in there for a long time. I wonder if he had some damage or is just taking tires. But yeah, that's definitely got to be what allows you to just dig through the field on that second stint there.
Yeah, I knew if I waited like another 5 minutes, that tires were not going to choice, and I wouldn't have made it. So I was very lucky.
Well, excellent strategy call from you there. I mean, when you came out of the pits, I think your difference to Paul was over 20 seconds. You know, you got him with 5 minutes to spare.
I've been gaining like 2 seconds a lap. It's like, all right, this might actually happen.
Yep. That was awesome. Awesome. Very excited to see what you got from the rest of the season. Obviously, this will put you in first place. It's only round one, though, so we still got quite a few more races to go. But thank you so much. And yeah, anything you want to say to the viewers?
Yeah, have a good night.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Justin. You have a good one.
You have a good one yourself.
away from changing over. In the moonlight, I can't kill this feeling sober. So I start to come alive. I don't know what starts to control me. I let it go, another soul that's underneath. I don't really care about this all. It's the fall that kills me. With our back against the wall, just feed the beast and you'll see. Wait for me. I don't die inside my reality. Wait for me.
All right, I've got Murillo in here, our AM champion. How's it going, man? That was an amazing race from you.
Hey Nate, how are you? Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know, I just changed the McLaren and it feels just like my car, I don't know. And yeah, I was on my point, I was getting good time, I was being consistent, and it was a really fun race. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. I drive the McLaren myself. I love the McLaren also, but there we go. Yeah, your consistency was definitely huge for you. I mean, you beat out half the pro drivers. I'm pretty sure, over half of them. So amazing race from you. Looking forward to see what you've got the rest of the season. Any notable memorable parts of the race for you?
Well, I had the battle with with Solomon. I've never had that before, and yeah, it was pretty fun. Hopefully, I'll get more in the future.
Yeah, that was really, really exciting to see you battling so closely, so cleanly with Solomon, and especially as a
Yeah,
dam,
and
it's
Sloan
great
too.
to see. Love to see the improvement.
Yeah,
Well,
getting
awesome.
better. Hopefully.
Absolutely, awesome. Thank you so much for stopping in. Got anything to say to the viewers before you pop off? Feel free. And yeah,
Awesome. Thank you.
yeah, my pleasure. You have a great
Bye-bye.
one.
You too.
All right, guys, and that's going to conclude our post-race interviews. I'm Nate Schreiber. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining Odyssey Racing League here in GT America Season 9. Be sure to stop back on Sunday. We've got the GT Euro. season 9 round 2 going on Sunday. So yeah, once again, thank you so much. You guys have a great one, and good night.
It's really simple if you look at it that way.